Develop.
And
Yeah.
he developing real estate 100%,
Yeah.
day and night. People make invitation, meeting people from the states, from different places to Vilcabamba, and then this is the boom where the people's coming to Vilcabamba.
It's not easy to build an enterprise here of the size that you have.
The first support here in Vilcabamba is the people from different countries in the world. The government actually is my competitor,
But it's also what I love about the culture as well.
and that is part of the problem here. And some people don't understand exactly business here. That's my big problem. We have another politics coming. I wanna put internet. Why is the internet? It's something from it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jesse, joined today by Ivan Macanchi. Hope I pronounced that
No,
reasonably well.
it's okay.
Ivan's someone I've known for probably 10 years or more. He's a very interesting person, sort of a central figure here in Vilcabamba. The owner of Vilcanet, which is the leading provider of internet service here in the valley and surrounding areas. So somebody obviously who's from here, has a lot of experience here, has also lived overseas and led something of an interesting life. So I wanted to sit down with Ivan and just kind of tell his story and hear a little bit more. So Ivan, thanks for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you for interesting a little bit from, life is like this. So sometimes people want histories, communication. So I'm for whatever you need.
I appreciate it. So let's just start kind of at the beginning. Are you originally from this area, or where did you grow up?
Well, I born here. My parents is from here, but the life is sometimes I'm 18 years living here in Ecuador. After I'm flying to Belgium, and then living in Belgium, living in Germany, I'm living in France, in Italy, and for work, for make connaissances in different domains.
Yeah.
And in the end, I'm living in Belgium because there I'm a student for engineering and networking, and that's why I do it here.
So you grew up in Vilcabamba specifically, or in Loja, or?
I'm born here. I'm living in Loja, and then I'm back here,
Okay.
and then I also marry here, and then I fly into Belgium.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So let's see. I don't know exactly how old you are, but I'm assuming you grew up sort of in the 80s and the 90s. What
I married in 95.
You married in
In
95.
95, and
Okay.
then I fly into Belgium in 98, and I come back here in 2 times, in 2003 and then in 2005. See?
What was Vilcabamba like in the 80s and 90s? Like, how different was it?
It's difficult to make you understand that, because when we are in 90s, many people from state, from Israel, from Italy is coming. Many people is coming here. Vilcabamba no understand what's going on because the tourism's back, and many people with bags, and we have accommodation for everybody. So more community. And then when we talk with the people and say what you do, and say we're traveling, many people from Germany is coming and traveling, walking, rent houses, and go to the cascadas, to the waterfalls, and then back and stay here. Sometimes share many histories with the foreigners, and it's very, very different now. We don't know this kind of people like before, but it's completely another history. And same the people from here, it's waiting for some party in different areas. For example, San Pedro last week is a party from San Pedro, so people waiting for that party to go to dance and check some friends and wherever. Now we have discotheques, we have bars, and there's another life, exactly, yeah.
Quieter,
Yeah.
slower, I would imagine.
Slow and, I don't know, completely different.
How much smaller was the community then than it is now?
Well, I remember one time somebody asked me how many people live in here, and then I'm say here is 2,600 for our families, and people from states from other countries, 120. Everybody knows what's going on with different areas. The more far away, it's Charlie
Cabañas.
Cabañas.
Yeah.
It's very isolated for us.
Yeah.
But now, people is in different places like Tumianuma, like Kinara, like Malacate. There I remember it's a little place, little small. Now we have many houses here. Before it's the last houses died. No more.
Oh, really?
No. Stop.
Wow.
Too
So
big.
like Los Wilcos didn't really
No,
exist.
no, exist. No.
Yeah.
Sí.
Interesting.
Sí.
That was it the Aldean family that developed that?
Oh, well, I think so. I'm not at that time here in Ecuador, but we bought this space there. This is my house.
Mm-hmm.
We bought we buy it from Aldean.
Aldean. Yeah.
Mhm.
So going back to that time, because I don't, obviously I got here in 2013, so I don't know anything really of what took place before that. Going back to when Vilcabamba was smaller and quieter and less people and all that, was that like, when did, because I know people say, so correct me if I'm wrong, people say that years ago there was kind of maybe 5 or 6 families in the valley that kind of owned most of the valley. Is that true? And then if that is true, when did that change? When did it start to be kind of more, split up the way it is now?
Well, I'm part from Vilcanet. I'm the owner from Vilcanet. I come in 2004, 2005. And I remember in that time, Jaime Mendoza is the property from Madre Tierra. And then he sold this property, so Carol Rosin is somebody from the States.
Yep.
And then 2 years later is coming Joe Simonetta, and he's developing San Joaquin. And then when I come to Ecuador, I'm coming with my idea is to connect my family with me in Belgium. So I coming with new equipments, satellites to connect, and here in that place is coming a cyber cafe. So people coming every day to consult or checking his emails, and then it's coming big, beautiful. And then Jaime introduced me, Carol Rosin and Joe Simonetta, and then he wants to have internet in his house, and then say, okay, I'm looking for a connection. That time is a wireless connection, no fiber optic, nothing, just a wireless. And then connect a LAN cable to the mountain, and the mountain put a big radio to send the signal to the other place, and people connect, and people has connection, very good, very okay. But the first idea, I don't remember to understand what's real estate. He mentioned me real estate, but I never understand house real estate exactly. But the reason these people want to connect by internet is because he wants to stay in real estate
He wants to
all the
develop.
time. Yeah,
Develop.
and
Yeah.
he developing real estate 100%,
Yeah.
day and night. And these people make invitation, meeting people from the states, from different places to Vilcabamba, and then this is the boom where the people coming to Vilcabamba. I remember because the deal is after is make me a good connection in my house, and the next guy when it's coming, it's only you, so I introduce you, and then you put the internet in his house. That's what I do. It is everybody comes here, people meet me and say, please connect him tomorrow, and then tomorrow we connect.
So this is how Vilcanet was born?
That's
Wow.
why it's born.
Oh, that's so cool. You had these skills that you from Belgium. You were technically savvy, obviously.
Yeah, well, at that time in Belgium, I working in the same condition, but knowing wireless exactly in fiber optic in Belgium. And then when I come in here, the only technology we have is the old links is equipment when not too much power, but it's okay to connect and not too much frequency radiation.
Yeah.
It's only me, so easy to connect people. That's it. That's why Vilcanet's coming.
That is so cool.
See.
All right, let's go back a little bit. So you're here until you're 18. What made you decide to go to Europe?
Well, in the beginning, my father has this hotel here, this function. Another place here is apart. Vilcanet is the hotel.
Okay.
My father has a hotel when I have 10 years old, and many people come into Vilcabamba and talk me about Italy. You know, the Italians talk very, very, you know,
They're expressive.
expressive.
Yeah.
And sometimes the French people too. So I'm curiosity to understand what's going on in other countries. So that's why the first time to go, I take it. So if the people say, well, if you want to come in, you can come in. It's no problem for me. You can stay in my house, and you can say, okay. So we go on, and then
Were you traveling by yourself, or?
I'm somebody. The people help me to go, and then I'm say, okay, we go, no problem. I'm going.
So then what made you decide to stay in Europe for, because you were in Europe 12 years, you said?
Yeah, well, the first time I want to go and back very quickly because I'm married here, so I want to go.
Oh, you were married here at that time.
So I want to go and back. So my idea is no more than 3 months. That's why Schengen give you the visa.
Okay.
And then I'm say, okay, 3 months, okay, I'm visit and check. But after that, I'm say I want to stay. So my friends there give me some extension visa, and then after say you want to stay here, tell me exactly if you want to stay. Yeah, I want to stay because Ecuador is coming difficult. At that time, Ecuador is coming difficult place because we changed 6 times the president in Ecuador.
Right.
So I'm say, okay, I wanna stay here. Okay, so if you wanna stay, the only way, the only solution to stay here in Belgium is if you make stud here, if you go to the university or wherever, you can stay more than 6 months. So if you want to stay, you need to go to school.
Okay.
So that's why I'm going to school, and my first idea is to to repair the towers from computers, from laptops. Well, at that time it's not laptop too much, but that's my I'm young, so I wanna go in this technology science. So that's why I'm studied for 4 years electronic and networking.
Okay. So then you finished school and you then worked for 8 years or so.
Well, in Belgium, when you go to school, you need to go to school and search a place where you do in practice.
Like an apprentice. Yeah.
So you can go to school if you don't have somebody to help to make the practice.
Okay.
So I'm going every day, and I have experience at the same time. And very quickly, when I finish my university, I go directly to work because the owner knows I have my certificate, and at the same time I have my experience, so I go directly to work.
Okay. And obviously, so your wife was with you, of course, at this time?
No, she stay here. She rest here. I have another life too in Belgium, long time there, and then life is like this, you know.
Did you remarry in Belgium, or?
No, I'm married here, so I can't marry in another place.
Oh.
But I'm young. I have a different point of view, so well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then you're in Belgium for 12 years. Then why did you decide to come back to Ecuador?
Well, I am married here, but I have I have a David and Anthony. So, and then David, and when I finished his student, my son has 10, 11 years old, and Anthony has 5 and 6 more or less. And then my mother says, "Hey, look, your son is every day out to the house, so you need to check that because he's coming more young, more."
Yeah.
And then you need to make careful to that. And then say, okay, yes, I think so. I need to come back and then change my life. My other life there is finished too, whereas Lolita's my daughter, and I'm very disappointed in that time. And then I'm say, I need to come. And then my boss in Belgium, it's not okay to quit Belgium because I have 3,000 people in my. And
you're in charge of.
Yeah, I'm in charge, so he doesn't want to come and say, "Look, I need to go to Ecuador because it's not money. My life is to stay with my kids."
Yeah.
And so one day I buy my ticket, come into Ecuador and never come back.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, right now I never come back.
Yeah. Very interesting. So,
See.
okay, so then you get here, you start to tinker with the internet a little bit, you start to install the internet, and then how did that turn into Vilcanet?
It is a little difficult to tell you that, but I remember the first time the people say, "Are you back from Belgium? What you want to do here?" And say, the people from here.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I want to put the internet. What is the internet? It's something from it or something for...
And sorry, what this was, let's see, you said you left in the late 90s, so this was like, what year did you say you came
2004,
back?
2005.
2004, 2005.
See.
Okay, so in that time, there's no internet yet at all?
People
Okay.
don't understand. Well, some dial-up in town, but it's fax.
Right.
In dial-up.
Okay.
But the people from here ask me, what do you want to do? Internet. What is internet? So it's very interesting the people to know what's the internet.
Yeah, sure.
And then I myself, I'm say, it's probably function this business or not, because the people don't understand.
Right.
Not understand.
It's brand new, yeah.
It's new, but for the people that traveling for
Tourists.
for tourists, it's working perfectly. And then as the first edition in town with the cafe, wherever, it's working very well.
That's something you did, or it was here already?
Oh no, I'm coming to put that.
To put it, yeah.
That's where I know these people who are talking before.
Yeah.
So, but a long time, it's taking a long time to this business going up. So if I have a customers, is I have a 2, 3, 4 families, because one difficult thing is here is to buy the equipment for make a good connection. Already until 2020, it's difficult to buy equipment here. All equipment in Ecuador is coming from China, but in that time, in 2020, not too much connection with China. Actually, we have some connection, but not too much. So, in the market, difficult to buy some whatever you want to connect the people. So, that's the more problematic here in Ecuador for me,
For your business, yeah.
For my business, yeah.
Okay, so what's that process like? I mean, so when I got here in 2013, there wasn't fiber optic yet in Vilcabamba.
Mm-hmm.
There was fiber optic maybe in the cities, probably. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But not in Vilcabamba. It was still, I don't know what you call them, but it was almost like a shortwave satellite or antenna or something, where you'd sort of be mounted somewhere, and then it would beam a signal, which would then pick it up. It worked well, but then I remember, you started, I think you were the first one, if I remember correctly, you started installing fiber optic kind of everywhere, and at this point, it's been installed throughout the region by you and also now competitors. But what was that process like to sort of take it from zero and start? Was it all those antennas communicating with each other, or like how did that work?
Well, and the first time, my provider connect me by wireless big dish in the mountain.
Big dish, okay.
And then
Sorry, just so I can understand. So that comes from, like, where's that signal pulling in from?
well, the original connection is coming until Loja,
Okay,
but not the center in the mountain.
okay.
And the most popular place, it's where is the
Windmills?
yes,
Yeah.
the winds there, because it's very high.
Yeah.
And then there the people distribution to all areas because it's high, so it's going
Right.
to the other mountain. We're coming to Vilcabamba.
I see. So it's like mountaintop to
Exactly.
mountaintop.
We go top to top.
Okay.
We make three steps to come
Relay stations.
to this area, Cararango. I remember Cararango. We have a line outside with the old tower we have here before.
Yeah.
But all things coming very quickly in technology. So upgrades all the time, videos upgrades, some programs is updates, updates, and every update means more quality of service too. So, for example, in the moment we have a HD quality, so we have 80 something in a video. So what's more or less 25 megabytes online to watch some videos or whatever. But at that time, happened more or less same, you know. So if you have at that time we don't have a WhatsApp, we have Messenger when it's updates, it needs almost 2 MB. So in one time the radio can produce more than 8 MB, max 20 MB. And then now one video is only one video, it's 20 MB. So it's a good decision to change by fiber optic. What we're doing is to put a pole in the road until Loja, it connect the fiber optic.
Yeah.
Because my provider doesn't want to put more dishes, and he say, well, I think so. You need to
Fiber optic.
fiber optic.
So how does that work? Is that, because that's a huge investment, is that something that you had to do just as a business? Is there government support at all in that, or how does that work?
Well, the first support here in Vilcabamba is the people from different countries in the world is coming here and say, look, we need you. If you need something for us, you just need to tell, and we help you. And I know many people. Well, right now, people's going. It's no more here, but these people helped me to buy the first fiber optic. I remember that it's expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive. And then people say, well, we want to help because you need to change the speed, the quality of service, and say, okay, no problem. Thank you for help me. And then we asking some money in the bank.
Okay.
And we go. Well, the government actually is my competitor. I don't think so.
Like Sanete.
Yeah.
This is the government phone company, internet company, cell phone. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was all private through, you got some help maybe from some people, and otherwise taking loans and investing in your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you did an amazing job. I remember watching your trucks when you was coming from Loja. I think I was still living in Loja at that time. And I remember watching your trucks as they were progressing, you know, past Rumishitana and continuing. And now, I mean, you can be out 30 minutes away from here in areas where there's almost no people, but you've got your fiber optic out there. So it's really in the whole region now at this point.
Yeah, well, actually we have a 220,000 kilometers fiber optic.
220,000 kilometers.
See?
Yeah, of fiber optic.
See?
Wow.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah.
And Vilcanet is working more or less 15 to 53 people every day.
52, 53, yeah.
Families. Families.
Yeah.
And workers, it's 12 workers every day. And then different places, Loja to Zumba, so it's far away.
Loja to Zumba.
Loja to
You're all the way to Zumba.
Yeah.
Wow.
See.
And do you... Go ahead, sorry.
No, I want to tell you it's difficult to make up all business here in Ecuador because the people from here, it's difficult to make you understand what is business except, what is, why you coming to make a business here. So people don't understand exactly business here. That's my big problem.
Mm-hmm.
To have good quality people here.
Yeah.
So it's make me a long time to have a good workers.
Yeah.
It's progressive. This for us very slow. It's difficult to make understand for what reason you need to come, what you want to do every day, what you need to do every day. So you need to, every day you need to punch the workers to do.
Right.
Don't do it by himself. You know, just need to punch. And then it's not my case because I coming from Belgium and I know that hour is that hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to come in 10 minutes later or no, we need to go. And time is time, and that is part of the problem here in Ecuador.
It's yeah, it can cause a lot of stress as a business owner.
Sí.
Trying to train people, manage people, find good people. It's very different. You can imagine for me, when I was launching a business, up against the same challenges, except not speaking Spanish and not understanding the culture and how to talk to people. And
Sí.
it took me years really to figure out how to, and I'm still learning, but to figure out, how to, because there's things we take for granted, in the U.S. or in Europe or in other places that people are already going to know. They're going to know how to send an email or how to communicate in a certain way or a certain level of professionalism. And a lot of those things here, you're kind of training the very basics on some of that. And so it's a challenge. Like, it's a challenge, but it's also what I love about the culture as well. But it's definitely, for running a business, it's more challenging for sure.
It's difficult. Actually, Vilcanet exactly is living because there's many people now doing internet here in town.
Yeah.
Many competitors here, but the people want with Vilcanet because people know me.
Yeah.
People know what I need to do exactly, because if you told me I have this problem, we need to go and repair and check very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes don't disturb the customer and go directly and repair and back.
Mm-hmm.
The time is very, very important for me.
Yeah.
The time is what I mean sometimes time machine, because the time is very, very important for me to put this in the brand to the workers is difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really salute you on what you've built here. It's not easy to build an enterprise here of the size that you have. And, I don't know in terms of the size of internet companies, in terms of Loja, but certainly in Vilcabamba, Malacatos, you guys are, considered not only the biggest, but the best internet company by far. I mean, you're the only people we work with, obviously.
Another history is our part to connect the people. It's another thing is my provider. It's another history.
Right.
Because one is me to customers, another is my provider and
You.
me.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we make construction to 20,000 kilometers. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then we make construction directly from Vilcabamba, from Loja, from Vilcabamba to Cuenca, Vilcabamba from Machala, Vilcabamba from Zamora.
Really?
Directly, no intermediaries, nothing.
Yeah.
Connection directly, relay. And sometimes with this kind of connection we have a problems. So that's why we need to, I don't know, when somebody told me that your internet doesn't work fine, for me it's not a good point. I'm a little sad because I'm doing the best I can, but sometimes same like this we have a problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed too some of those can be countrywide, where I don't know how that works. Obviously you do, but I've noticed sometimes if there's an issue, it can be the whole country that is dealing with that. Okay. What do you make of sort of what's going on in Ecuador right now with politics and security and like do you have any thoughts around that you want to share?
Well, in that time I remember when I go to Europe, 6 times we changed president. Last 2 years, the presidents never finished his mandate.
Yeah. And that was like 1999 to like 2006 or 7. They changed presidents 6 or 7 times or something yet.
So now it's same. In probably February we have another politics coming, and then this politics is just 1.5 years, so it's not too much for wherever you want to change here in Ecuador. So it's very, very short time for people change whatever you want, and that the people know that the politics know it's very short. Same the bad guys knows that you can do everything because politics change all things. So, well, for me, actually, not too much change with this government. I don't know for the short time, or I don't know if it's the same history with other presidents or whatever. Mm-hmm. We have in my body these corruptions,
Yeah.
Everybody has this thing, so we need to change this. Everything change, but I think so. The politics is the same in the world because I'm very happy to understand the politics in other place too. And then one thing is sure here: we have a good climate,
Climate.
Yeah, we have a peace and we're relaxing here exactly where it's not in Europe at the moment. It's
Right.
complicated. Mm-hmm. That's the only different ways I can compare it. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that I haven't asked you about that you want to share that we haven't touched on yet?
Well, actually, I see many people in town, so every time I'm asking myself why the people from different cultures never meeting for a good party, for a good, like you and me in the moment. Probably we don't have a good communication because my original language is French and Spanish. But I'm saying, why we never make some good for interchange ideas,
Mm-hmm.
interchange, because I know many parties in town, like church parties, government parties, or whatever. But never I see some relations between people from other cultures and from Ecuador. I'm asking myself why never people doing something like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people who, like, I have a lot of Ecuadorian friends. I think a lot of people have friends, but it's true. You don't see the large social events tend to be more one or the other for the most part.
Now, for
We'll have
example,
to change that.
Yeah. Now, for example, many people now is married with people from here.
Yeah.
So easy to connect
Yeah.
with other people. And one way, it's very important, the communication.
Yeah.
And small town is many things, but the good things is welcome.
Yeah.
No.
Ivan, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you to come to visit me and check. From here we see all Vilcabamba, so where is good.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell as well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel here. For real estate videos, click here. For content you're going to absolutely love, right here. And to find out how these crazy guys got to Ecuador, click right here.